You are watching Area DMG.
COAF. We have sound, yes. Woo! Where am I? Nobody knows. How scary. Could I be on this side? Or could I be on this side? If I could find the stairs, that would make my life easier. Here I am. Hey, how are you doing, Colorado Anime Fest? Oh my gosh, there's so many of you here, and it's like 2 on a Friday. Thank you, this is awesome. I want to introduce somebody who didn't come out here last time with me. For those of you who don't know, my name's Kieran Strange. I am a musician, LGBTQ+ activist, general nerd and geek. I like geeky stuff. I'd like to bring up my guitarist, actually, David Kitzberg, who's going to be performing with me this year. Yay! How you doing, buddy? And we have a little song we've decided to serenade you with to open this year. We hope you don't mind. We took the opportunity to write a little parody. Let's do it. You might recognize the lyrics, or at least the tune of the song. Packing up the car, got some miles to drive, go hard. But when you make it there, God, you feel so alive, don't ya? Memories are made here, friends reunite, dealers loading in, artists talking their prints and wares. When you see your favorite VA, it makes you wanna scream, hell yeah! Memories are made here, here we can thrive. All you geeks are finally free. So raise your fist and stick it to reality. Now you're at the con, it's party all day long, and that helps us tolerate life. I stayed up far too late so I could complete my cosplay. Got a dozen glue gun burns, haven't eaten in days. Oh no! All of the time spent to sew a straight line. All you geeks are finally free. So raise your fist and stick it to reality. Now you're at the con, work and school are done, and that helps us tolerate life. Ooh, yeah, that's right, raving till sunrise keeps us alive. Woo! All you geeks are finally free. So raise your fist and stick it to reality. And now you're at the con, feeling pretty bum, and that helps us tolerate. And that helps us tolerate. And that helps us tolerate life. Yeah! Well done, David. You're a legend. Thank you so much, you guys. It is so good to be back here at Colorado Anime Fest. I can't believe it's only this con's second year. Like, it literally feels like a 15th year con. And not just because we're all getting really old. Oh, so welcome, Colorado Anime Fest. This is amazing. Trust me, you are gonna love everything we have this year. It's all so incredible. Again, my name is Kieran Strange. I'm one of the guests. I feel weird saying guests of honor. I brought my passport posse, they're backstage. So. I am super, super excited for this, and I feel like I should adopt the correct stance to talk to you guys. So, yeah, I'm gonna just talk like this right now. So yeah, we're super, super stoked to have you here for a second year. It's gonna be amazing. Thank you so much. Before all the legitimates, you guys are all looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm just trying to read your badges, okay? That's all I'm doing here.
Is this
Yeah, there we go. Thanks. There, now I can see it. It's all good. I'm just going to screw my head on the wrong way for the weekend. Anyway, before the legitimate fun starts and I bring people out and we all scream and cheer for our favorite guests, I have to do the boring stuff. I'm really sorry. Just trying to focus. It's rules, regulations, law, that kind of thing. I'm British though, so if you don't like rules and stuff, just pretend it's like an episode of Doctor Who. It's fine. Okay, cool. Badges. Most important thing, your badges, write your name on it as soon as you get it, or if you're like me, you're going to put it down and you're going to lose it, and then like 3 of you in the room are going to be like, that's my badge, and it's not. So write your name on your badge, keep it on you at all times. You will need it to access almost any room. So unless you're ghosting, which is totally uncool, make sure you totally keep your badge on you. If you lose your badge, you might be able to find it in Lost and Found at ConOps. So if you don't know where ConOps is, you can ask one of the volunteers. I'm gonna make a mess on the stage just for funsies. Okay, next up, and I'm sure you all saw this one coming, dress code. Because we're in a hotel and we have to be fancy. So costumes are awesome, wonderful, seriously, awesome. I love seeing people cosplay. Kiki, how you doing? But we do have to lay down the ground rules, make sure everything's safe for everyone. I'm gonna leave these here for everyone to tidy up. Okay, no shirt, no shoes, no service. Basically like Denny's, like gas stations, you're used to this. So sadly our hands are very much tied. This is hotel policy. So if you are cosplaying a character who's barefoot, maybe a pair of like flippy floppies you can jump out of quickly for cosplay photos and then jump back into. Also, this sort of area, regardless of gender, nothing pink and pointy, real or put onto your cosplay to simulate what is real. No pink and pointy. That was actually written in the script I was given. This is going to sound really, really weird if you've never been to a con before, but your cosplay must be able to fit through a door. If you've never been to a con, you will notice why, if you reiterate, when you see Howl and his giant wings. Please, yeah, if you can't get into the rooms, not only is it a super bad fire hazard for anyone who's the other side of you trying to get out of the room. It's no fun if you can't enter a panel room or you have to spend 15 minutes getting in. So, you know, wings that can collapse are always a good idea. Costumes and props. No sharp pointies made of metal, unless your name is Samurai Dan or Jill. It's that simple. Sharp pointies made of metal are very dangerous. You could take an eye or a liver or a spleen. So, worst case scenario, you're gonna scratch someone and it's gonna hurt unless they're a masochist. So, please, no pointies, no metal pointies on your costumes, because it will hurt somebody. And while we're on the subject of metal pointies, real weapons. No real weapons, other than live steel that is locked into its sheath or holster and has been okayed by peace bonding. For those of you who are first-timers, peace bonding is when you go to ConOps, I believe it is, yes, and when you get there, they will examine your weapon, make sure it's safe for the con floor, and then they'll put like a tag around it. So anybody who sees your weapon can tell that it's been peace-bound. So any weapons you have, props that look like weapons, guns, sticks, staves, staves, nunchaku, whatever you have, if it's a prop, even if it's a prop, you've got to take it to get peace-bound. And peace bonding happens at ConOps. So when you get to con in the morning, or you come down from your room, or when you get to con, or whatever you're doing, take all your weapons, get them peace bound. It's the best thing to do, get it all done in one day. On Friday when it's quiet. Trust me, that's the way to do it. Where is ConOps? Does anybody know? Backstage?
Boulder Creek.
What is it?
Over there. Boulder Creek.
Boulder 3. I keep talking about ConOps. If anybody does need ConOps, that means convention operations. They're in charge of the day-to-day running of all the awesome stuff that happens here. So they're over in Boulder 3. So peace bonding, Boulder 3. That's the place to go. Cool. We all know how to dress safe and sexy. 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 It's really, really, really early for me. I'm an hour behind, just saying. This goes without saying, but I do have to lay it down as a rule. Con is a safe space. So touching, hugging, photographs, even just like grabbing someone's tie and being like, oh, that's a very sexy tie. Please ask permission first, just because some people, I have autism, totally get it. Sometimes I get a bit freaked out if people touch me, I go, ah! And I don't know what's going on. So just before you touch anyone or make physical contact or take a photo, please just ask their permission, just so that they know you're a cool person and not a creeper. Just always ask. Okay, this hotel, just FYI, curfew of 2 a.m., which is early, but not late, not so early that you can't go back to your room and have a good time. So that's 2 in the morning. Please clear the con floor by 2 a.m. If we find you sleeping on the con floor, we'll give you a warning. First off, I say we, it's the royal we, it's like the people who do the work. We'll give you a warning. If we catch you sleeping on the con floor again, we're gonna have to punch your badge. So please, no sleeping anywhere on the con floor. That's what hotel rooms are for, and they're more comfy, and the bed is like amazing, trust me. It's like super comfy. Okay, one last important note before we get to the fun stuff. Remember, we are not the only people at this hotel. I say this at every con I go to, at all my concerts. We gotta be respectful, we gotta be quiet, we gotta respect the muggles. They don't know why we're here or what we're doing. And a lot of them are really scared of us because we're like wearing scary costumes and they don't know what's going on. So just remember, anything we do reflects on the geek community. Like, people are gonna look at what we do and how we treat the hotel and how we treat them, and they're gonna look at the geek community. So you are going out there as an ambassador for the geek community to be a good person and not graffiti in the elevators. So, thank you. Okay, that's done with. Gosh. All right, fun stuff. Who's ready for the fun stuff? Got like a little party going on up here. All right. Are you ready to welcome your guests of honor? I am. I'm so excited for this. I have so many friends backstage. They are seriously one of the best rosters of guests I've ever appeared at a con with. And they want to come out, they want to meet you and say hi. And then what we'll probably do is, if you remember last year when we all like came and said hi at the front of the stage and y'all could grab pictures, you're all welcome to do that. So, let's start with, I guess we'll start with the most adorable. Seems like a good place to go. So, do we have any Oran High School Host Club fans? Well, this lovely lady actually directed the English dub. She's also played Hitome in Escaflowne, Maki in Love Live, and Lilia in Yuri on Ice. Plus, she broke my damn heart in Attack on Titan. Caitlin Glass!
I'm sorry.
You tweeted at me. You were like, tweet me when you get to that episode. You were so mean.
He's very broken.
Try it, cool.
He's a broken man. Hi y'all, I am Caitlin. Because they're so bright. I say that at every con. Like, I should know by now. When you go out on stage, the lights are going to be bright. Thank you so much for having me. It is a pleasure to be here. I love Colorado. I love AnimeCon, so this works great. Today, after opening ceremonies, I'm doing a panel at 3:30 called Dubbing Music for Anime. Woohoo! I love it. If you have any questions about how we dub, why we dub, what the process is, you want to hear some stuff, it's one of my favorite panels to do, so please come and check it out. Otherwise, I'll be signing stuff and giving hugs and all that good junk all weekend. So, thanks for having me.
No worries.
Yay!
And I'm going to get you to stand here in the back. Oh, yes, you can do the pass. There you go. I'll employ you while you're up here. Cool. So the next guest, really, really bestie of mine. I love her to death. If you're ever in LA at like midnight and you need to know the best places to get like crazy awesome homemade cookies, this is the person you call apparently. We've been on many cookie adventures. She played Annie in Attack on Titan, Kyoko Sakura in Madoka Magica, Karin Kanzuki in Street Fighter, and Sailor Neptune. Marlanda!
Diddy Reese. If you guys are ever in LA, Diddy Reese is the, oh my god, those cookies are so
We go every time.
Every time, it's like a tradition. Hi guys, how are you? How you guys doing? I'm gonna ask you again until we can get this room so loud that we're actually gonna make the other people deaf. So how are you guys doing? So much better. Hi guys, this is my first time at Colorado Anime Fest, but not my first time to Denver, Colorado. I love you guys. I love Denver, Colorado. Love it. It's like my second home, basically. I have a bunch of stuff going on this weekend. I know today at 4:30 I have an autograph signing, so please come say hi to there, chat, whatever. We'll nerd out over fun stuff. Let's see. And then I have a solo panel tonight. I don't know what time. Mercy, what time?
We just heard, oh shoot,
You know what? There are these amazing things called 7:30! Yay! Program guides are amazing, you guys. They put so much hard work into these program guides. Please look at them, please use them. And I'm so excited to meet all of you. It's gonna be awesome. There's also possibly a Sailor Moon panel, I think, maybe. We like Sailor Moon, right? We like Sailor Moon, right? And I think that's it. Is that it, Karen?
Yeah, but I'm really comfy, so do you want to introduce the next person?
Yeah, I think I will, actually. So you guys might know her as Ryuko from Kill la Kill. You might know her as Nico from Love Life, but I personally know her as my waifu, Sailor Uranus. I want you guys to be super loud for Erica makes sense. She's like, who's your character in Love Live? And I'm like, Nico, why? She's like, no reason. I'm like, oh, okay. I had no idea she was going to be introduced to me. But that's great.
Sorry.
It's very messy up here.
Sorry.
You had one job, Kieran, and you made a huge
I'm doing it really well.
And I'm just going to pick these up
Oh,
here.
no, don't. I'll feel
Hi,
so
guys. I have never been to Denver, Colorado, so I'm so excited to see so many new faces here and maybe some familiar ones. I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out over the weekend. But I've got tons of autograph sessions. I've got a Kill la Kill panel tomorrow. We definitely have a Sailor Moon panel on Sunday. That is definitely a thing. It's on my schedule, so it's a thing. But yeah, hope you guys come to see me at those panels. I'm also doing a Grego's game show. I believe that's tomorrow. We're playing Password. It'll be really fun. I did. It's got all the secrets on here. But it's only for me. Yeah, so come see me at my panels and my autograph sessions, and we're gonna have a great time this weekend. So thanks so much, guys.
We're gonna have a great time. Oh no, I'm gonna make you give it to the next person. It's like passing the torch.
I don't even know who.
We'll find out, won't we? Oh, you have to guess, okay?
I have to guess.
Oh, you'll know immediately. Our next two guests are some of the most awesomely entertaining performers I've legitimately ever seen at a con. They are so great. If you get to see one of their panels, definitely do it. Any fans of like sword play, samurai arts? Yeah? All right, well these guys have taught for 17 years. Defense, sword basics, feudal Japan, it's weaponry, akitas, occasionally puppies as well, occasionally. But these guys, super awesome, husband and wife duo. We all know who wears the pants though. Samurai Dan and Jill.
Pants.
Bigger pants. Oh no, Dan wears the pants, but Jill gets to choose which ones he wears. Okay, how many wives dress their husbands?
I'm at home right now. I'm not sure he's wearing clothes.
Oh no.
This is why she travels with me. There was that one con in Ohio, and I'm not invited back. You guys ready to have fun this weekend with clothing, mostly with clothing?
No pink and pointy bits.
You guys get a lot less excited when I said with clothing.
Not safe. Guys, we are here in Colorado and Denver.
First time.
Ever.
First time in Colorado. We're from
You're gonna
Iowa.
make me
We
use
will
the
do
microphone.
anything to get out. But we noticed right away this place is beautiful. We drove in at midnight last night, so it was dark out. We're driving into Denver going, I don't understand what the big deal is. I don't see anything. Mile high nothing. My ears didn't pop. Everything's fine. We woke up this morning and opened our curtains and went, whoa. I got vertigo and I was still in my room. That's really not selling you on us as martial artists. What are we doing this weekend other than putting my foot in my mouth?
Well, that is a big part of it because it's amusing for them. But today we have Real Sword or Piece of Crap. We have a panel where we help you guys figure out if your sword in your room will help you survive the zombie apocalypse or not.
Or whether it's just good enough to take out your roommate if he starts gnashing his teeth and looking at you.
At 11 o'clock, o'clock tonight in the autographs room, the secret panel that's not on your schedule, but in the book without a time.
And it was
is the
listed
cards,
as an update.
Yes. Cards Against Humanity with us. And
Has anybody ever heard of Cards Against Humanity? Call me. We're going to play Cards Against Humanity our way. We do this at conventions around the country. Come play. If you've played Cards Against Humanity, first of all, shame on you. And second of all, you probably haven't played it our way. We're going to divide you into teams. And some of the guests are going to be the judges for the game.
I'll be there.
I'll probably be there.
I'll
So
be studying Shakespeare.
they're going to be reading your answers and deciding who the most perverted group of people in the room is.
You make great new friends learning to play
Yeah, make
cards.
sure you sit with somebody you know for security and with somebody you don't know, because you learn a lot about people picking out of that deck. All right, on Saturday, we do things that we actually got hired for.
Who does that?
On Saturday, we are going to give you a test. Now they got all nervous.
This isn't like a school test.
This is a
This
fun
is
test.
Samurai versus Ninja. Have you ever taken those psychological profiles on Facebook?
Yeah.
Which dog are you more like? Do you prefer apples or pomegranates? And you
I'm
get
most like
apples,
Chandler
and for
Bing.
some reason you're a bloodhound. If you would pick pomegranates, you're a rat terrier. I don't understand the connection because neither dog eats fresh fruit. But we have a psychological profile that will show you whether you are more like the samurai warriors or those sneaky people that run around and, wait, those are Ninja Turtles.
Just ninjas.
Samurai versus Ninja, the quiz. It's an easy quiz. We do all the hard things. All you have to do is math.
A little bit. We'll help with that.
Basic math. You get to count on your fingers.
You guys play D&D. It's all good.
Tomorrow evening, for those of you that are fans of sharp, shiny, pointy things, besides being silly, we are actually 16th century combative martial arts instructors. We
Yes, I'm
teach-
that old.
We teach Japanese swordsmanship, knife combat, naginata, empty hand, and what we brought for the history of sharp, shiny, pointy things is about $80,000 worth of antique weaponry.
No, we're not telling you what room we're in.
And that includes a 700-year-old samurai katana that you'll get a chance to see and learn more about.
And not touch.
Yeah, the con was fairly explicit about not letting you actually touch the sharp things, but you get to look at them and take pictures and drool with it. It's okay. So that's history of sharp, shiny, pointy things. And those of you that like violence with swords, on Sunday afternoon, I will be chasing him around with a sword and smacking him for your amusement.
Yeah, spousal abuse is still funny in Colorado. It's like I never left home.
And at the end of the show, which is the way of the
At the end
samurai,
of the show, we will be sacrificing a virgin.
What? No!
Oh, right. It's Sunday. It'll be too late. I mean,
A volunteer here.
a volunteer. I have trouble with those words with the... We're going to do Tommy Shigiri. That's Japanese traditional test cutting.
We're
That's
gonna chop things in
700-year-old
little bitty
blade.
pieces with sharp, shiny, pointy things.
So bring a friend. Or a sibling that's extra.
We love you guys. If you can't tell, we're very excited to join you here in Colorado. And we will shut up and let more people be introduced now.
Woo! Thank you guys. So even if you find out what room they're in, remember before you get to that $700 like 700-year-old like samurai sword, you have to go through Dan, Jill, and the other $80,000 worth of weaponry they have. So not
And our Akitas.
and the dogs.
130-pound hard dogs.
Not a good idea. My next one simply says, "You got this," because it's mine. So cool. I'm gonna bring Dave back up. You back there, Dave? Can't, you know what? You're part of my team. Come up here too. You don't have a choice. Get up here. Don't pretend you don't want to talk on stage. The modesty doesn't suit you. Anyway, so this is David. I'm Karen Strange. He's my new guitarist.
I'm new.
My geek guitarist. For those of you who don't know Kit Watson, she is my babysitter when I'm on the road. It's good times. So we're going to be hanging out this weekend. We've got a bunch of panels which are on the back of Dave's badge here. Yay! Wait, did you know we're doing opening ceremonies?
We better get there.
We better get there quick. Cool, so we have a concert tonight. I always get asked Saturday morning, like, oh, what time's your concert? It is tonight at 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. It's gonna be awesome. We do sort of geeky themed pop rock, lots of high energies, chance for you to jump around. LGBTQ related, yeah, Kid says it's all right. We're also debuting in Denver our new Civil War song, which we're pretty stoked about. Yeah, and this might be the last con we play it at before we drop it, actually. This might be the last unheard show we ever do at Civil War. 12 a.m. tonight, or tomorrow morning, technically, we have an 18 plus panel. It's called British Redneck, and I am going to basically spend an hour and 45 minutes with this guy and this gal performing for you, doing some parodies, some covers, telling some dirty stories, telling some funny stories, and telling some funny dirty stories. So it's going to be really good. We will be badge checking on the door. Bring your ID.
Are you going to tell my favorite story?
Which one? Yeah, oh no, I'm telling that. Oh, for sure, yeah. The story about you and me in the,
Yeah.
No, it's not like that. No.
You said dirty story. What?
Cool. All right, tomorrow we are doing Project Cosplay, which is, if you've ever seen Project Runway, it's kind of like that, but nothing like it. It's a really wacky game show. We're doing a cool Canadian theme, and I have some really cool guest hosts coming in. Varian Cosplay and Rad Cosplay from Cat for Kids. So they're going to come and help us host.
And also, we're doing a Canadian theme because if you didn't know, it's
nobody knows.
Nobody knows. It's our 150th birthday in Canada this year. Yay!
I'm sure they're all very happy, but I think they have their own problems to deal with right now. Sunday, 1 to 2 p.m., we are doing the LGBTQ+/Saga panel. We do encourage allies to come. We're going to be teaching you some new words, teaching you how to be great allies. It's also a really good opportunity if you want to be a better ally, but you don't know who to ask and where to ask, because it can be a bit awkward asking some questions. You're more than welcome to come to the panel, ask the awkward questions, and we're going to help you out. So we just want to educate and help everybody. And we're going to be joined by Act Out Games for that one, who are as well our local. Yeah, so I think we're pretty cool. I like to think we're cool people. Like, we're all right. So if you want to hang out with us this weekend, we'll be around. We'll also be at the Cards Against Humanity for a little bit, right before. I'm going to use that to get drunk before my 18 plus panel. Planning ahead, kids, planning ahead. Cool, so yeah, we are Kieran Strange, or technically, we are The Chaos, is our new band name. And that's Kid. So thank you, we will be here all weekend. Kid, you better come back up here. All right.
She's good.
You get back. I'm gonna leave you to the mercy of Dan and Joe while I introduce our next guest. He's so tiny compared to Dan. It's like so. Can you stand next to the con chair, Carrie, at closing? Can we just have that, like, just for a moment? Excellent. I want you on one side and Will Foss on the other side. Cool. So the next person I'm going to introduce is our penultimate guest. Super wonderful, talented lady, probably one of the legitimately nicest, kindest, sweetest people I've ever met. And I'm not just saying this because she's backstage. She played, and I'm gonna, if I butcher any of these names, I'm really sorry. She played Soifong in Bleach. She played Fiora in League of Legends. Kazuko Saotome in Madoka Magica. Callan in Code Geass. And Kyo in Gurren Lagann. It's Karen Strassman!
Hey, you guys. Oh, this is so cool. Hi.
Party on stage, everyone's
No, but I'm sitting. I want to do all these panels. I want to do your guys' panel. The Samurai. What time is that?
You can do my panels.
What, 11 tonight? Yeah, there's so. This is such a good con, you guys. Can I be cheesy for a minute?
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. So I was thinking this morning about being here and about how much I love coming to cons, and I was thinking about storytelling. And I was thinking about how important storytelling is. I think with all the stuff that's going on in the world and, and all the stuff that we each have individually in our own lives. And I just feel that there are so many stories that have gotten me through so many challenging parts of my life. And I feel like we can lose ourselves in stories and we can find ourselves in stories. And it's cool to come together and share the stories that we love and share the essence of the things that births those stories. So I'm really happy to spend a weekend with you guys away from like the normal world and dive into the stuff that stories are made of.
If you didn't believe me, now you do. Right? I said you were just so nice and sweet and kind and lovely, and now they know.
Just being cheesy and meaningful. I have a couple really cool panels coming up. I have autographs with all these wonderful people at various times. I also have a panel this afternoon or this evening about the life of an artist, about how to spend your life doing what you love. Because a lot of people ask me at cons, they say, Karen, you're so lucky, you get to do what you love. And I'm like, no, everybody should do what they love. And so I created a panel to support people with that and talk about how to do that and how to face the challenges that are stopping us from doing that. I have a really cool panel tomorrow, which is Introduction to VO, and it's basically just giving everybody who we have time for a chance to get up and read an audition, and I'll coach you on it and help you to sound really good. You can show off for your friends. And then my last panel is Introduction to Dialects on Sunday, and I love that panel so much. And it's basically an introduction that will give you a solid base to be able to learn or get better at any accent. So voila, such a pleasure to be here, and I send you guys my love.
Karen Strassner. Cool. We have one more guest, and as always, it's last but definitely not least. You probably remember him from last year, because this is his second year, and last year he was our game show host. He is known for a whole range of anime-themed game shows based on classic shows, as well as some of his own. His panels are killer. They're amazing. You gotta check them out. It is Greg Wicker, otherwise known as Grego of Gregor's Game Show.
Hi everyone. I am so glad to be back in Denver. Denver, Colorado is my second favorite Denver.
Oh, come on.
I have to give it up. I have to give it up to the last dinosaur. He's my friend, and a whole lot more. Yeah, you get the dad jokes last. You get the beautiful storytelling, and then I have a story, but it's not so beautiful. So my job this weekend is to make sure that all of you are highly entertained at all of my game shows, but I have a job for you. And there's one person to blame for this job. I've had a really weird sleep schedule this week, and I was hoping to catch 4 hours of sleep on my flight from Charlotte to Denver. The person sitting 2 seats over from me decided that wasn't going to happen. So I didn't sleep. Instead, I succumbed to grave torture, mostly verbal, but also physical. I didn't know it was legal to give someone a purple nurple on an airplane, but I got 3 of them from this person.
No purple pointy bits either.
That's why my phone is right here now for the rest of the weekend, just in case she comes back, because she lives in the area. So anyway, I have lots of game shows. Got one coming up right here in a couple of hours. It's Press Your Luck. Tomorrow, as Erica said earlier, she and Caitlin will be joining us for a rousing game of Password. That's tomorrow evening. In the meantime, I've got a trivia game, Farkle, tomorrow afternoon. And then finally on Sunday, you guys get the debut of the Sun and Moon version of Pokemon Game Show. And I said you guys have a job. Your job is to keep me awake this weekend, and to do that, in front of panel 1, panel 2, I have my table set up there, and speaking of Pokemon, I'm going to be doing a series of Pokemon trivia surveys for a brand new Pokemon game show that you guys may eventually get as you get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I would very much like it if you would come and take these surveys, help me out. They're a lot of fun, and you're probably going to be standing in line waiting for something in panel 1 and 2. If I'm sitting there, come on over. So anyway, it's so great to be back. And by the way, our other voice actor guests are going to be flying in a little bit later on this weekend. So if you were hoping to see them, you'll get to see them a little bit later on. So Steve Bloom and Mary Elizabeth Flynn will be here, and we love them. And anyway, great to be here. Great. Bye for now.
I don't have to do my job anymore. Greg's doing it for me. My next card simply says photo op, so let's get on with it. I'm going to sit at the front like I'm important.
What are we doing? How are you doing this?
Everybody just get in the funny ones and let them fly.
Oh, good. So if you want some pictures,
done yet. We do have a couple more things to announce. Also, just to let you know, Steve Bloom, Mary Elizabeth McGlynn will be here later. Make sure you check your schedule for any autograph sessions that are going on. Cool, awesome. You guys done? Yeah?
Some people are just getting up here. I know, right?
I'll just keep talking while we're on the floor. You may have noticed our pretty fabulous selection of Colorado Anime Fest merchandise near the reception. If not, check it out. Usually features Rocky the Ram Meowchi. Thank you to Tasty Peach Studios. Go check them out in vendors. They will be around. You'll get to meet Trevor and Ryan who run it, as well as Tony, who's amazing. Cool, I'll let you guys go now. Go on. We're trying to spell.
YMCA.
We are also always looking for volunteers. So if you want to volunteer with Colorado Anime Fest, you are totally able to. Make sure you go to Boulder 3. There is a volunteers table set up just outside. I don't know what is going on behind me right now. Make sure you check that out. It's going to be awesome. Thank you guys. You guys can go and eat now. Oh, all right. I got a few more things to announce. Lauren wants to talk first.
Can we give another round of applause for Kieran Strange?
All right, I'm going to take some time super quick to let you know about some of our super neat events. Cosplay Chess, Sunday morning. Wake up early to coffee and chaos. It'll be a lot of fun. Our cosplay contest is Saturday, 5:30 p.m. Maid Cafe is back, of course. You can find the lovely staff of the Kire Cosplay Cafe at the Veil Room. It is $15 a ticket per person. So worth it. You can find the merch booth near Reg. They're selling tickets. Our video gaming room, killer this year. Seriously, check it out. Console games, rhythm games, arcade games. Super huge shout out to Boss Stage Arcade and Anime and Arcadency, who both partnered with us to bring us this gaming experience. Oh, something for our 21 plus attendees. In the Telluride B room upstairs, we have the anime bar. Check that out. You will need ID, 21 plus, remember. We have some really cool themed drinks, some really cool regular drinks. So if you want to get wasted at con, drink safe, get back to your room. Remember, be super considerate of everyone around you. All right, cool. Friday and Saturday nights, that's going to be open, so check that out. Remember your ID. For our avid readers, our manga library is open in the Snowmass room on the atrium level, Snowmass room. Check that out if you want to read a new manga you've maybe never read or just curl up with a book. Definitely worth it. Also, we do have a quiet room. So if any of your friends or you need somewhere to go that's like a little more chilled out and you need to breathe, we do have a quiet room. It's on the atrium level. It's called the Breckenridge room. So if you need somewhere to just go and chill and be away from it all, I totally get that. I go back to my room and cry. It's cool. So you can go up to the Breckenridge room and just chill out. I do want to just spend a few seconds to introduce our charity for this year, which is super awesome. We always love to do a charity, like every single convention. It is so important to bring that sense of community into a convention because we've probably all been helped by charities in the past. And I feel like this one, I know that this one relates to some of our attendees because of the responses we got on Facebook. So we do know that this is a local charity. It's very near and dear to our hearts. We had a couple of staffers who lost their father this year, so we allowed them to choose our charity. And because, I'll let her tell the story, but for whatever reason she chose Urban Peak, who are super awesome. If you don't know them, they're an incredible group of people. They work their butts off to provide support and assistance to homeless and impoverished children and youth in Denver. I don't know about any of you, I've been homeless. I totally get it, like anyone can end up homeless for any reason. Anyone can end up impoverished, so it's so important that we help these charities that are, especially now, like especially this year for the next 4. We would like to be helping these charities. So I'm going to bring out Urban Peak now to just say a few words. Thank you guys. Please join me in welcoming them.
How do I use this? Yeah, just talking to, I think. Okay.
Hi guys.
Yeah.
How are you?
Come on, guys.
I'll make this super quick so you can go and have some fun. But my name is Tamar Berner. I'm one of the development coordinators at Urban Peak. Thank you so much to Amber and her family under the circumstances for thinking of Urban Peak. And our condolences definitely go to the family. So how many of you have heard of Urban Peak? Anybody? Oh, handful, that's awesome. So Urban Peak's been around for about 30 years. We're a local Denver nonprofit. We're over at 21st and Stout in downtown Denver. If any of you are nearby and ever want to learn more, we're happy to give tours. So you can come in or grab my business card and I'd be happy to show you around. So we work with youth from the ages of 15 to 24. We work with youth that are currently homeless or are at risk of becoming homeless. We have a drop-in center that's at 21st and Stout. It's a facility where folks can come in from Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to about 11:30, and they can get a hot breakfast, they can take a shower, they can do laundry, they can get toiletries, they can get clothing, they can get case management, they can get support, they can sleep. For a lot of them, they're up all night walking the city, so it's a safe place. We have lockers where they can lock up their stuff. And then we also have a shelter off of South Broadway that's a 24-hour shelter where folks can go as well, and that's from the age of 15 up to the age of 21. We have housing units around the Denver metro area, transitional housing. We also have a thrift store. I will put a plug in for our Peak Thrift. It's at I-70 and Pecos. Please go in there. We have youth that are staffed there. And then all the proceeds that we get from selling our stuff goes back into our program. So if you are in that vicinity, check us out. urbanpeak.org is where you can check out our website. And we also have education and employment so that we can help folks get on their feet, get stable, and hopefully get a job and get off the streets. So thank you so much for thinking of us, and enjoy this awesome weekend.
Awesome. And homelessness could really happen to anyone, so it's very important to support these charities. If you want to support them, we do have, I believe, a silent auction, for those of you who don't know how that works. You go in, you write down the highest amount you want to spend. It's kind of like eBay, but with like dead tree instead of a computer. It's pretty awesome. And we also have a proper auction, where I'm going to talk really fast and be like, it's going to be really fun, I swear. I'm going to talk like that the whole time. It's going to be amazing. Anyway, that auction is going to be Sunday at 2:30 to 3:30, and there's a lot of range in the price of the items, so even if you've only got like 10, 20, 30 bucks, don't totally come out and see if there's something you want. Couple more things super quick and then we'll let you go. I want to give a huge shout out to some of our sponsors. Right Stuff Anime, Crunchyroll, Funimation Entertainment, everyone knows funny, Aniplex, everyone knows Aniplex, Sentai Filmworks. So on 3, I want you all guys to just give them a big "You rock!" Alright? 1, 2, 3! You rock! Yeah, they're pretty awesome. I mean, they give us anime, they must rock somehow. Super quick thanks to our staff and volunteers as well. This wasn't included in my write-up, but I'm going to say it anyway. I have seen the crazy work they have to do, whether it's like putting out proverbial fires at 5 a.m. or like adjusting the schedule or loading in or eating like 60,000 fruit roll-ups. It's hard work, so we got to really enjoy this to the max because they've worked bloody hard to put it on. And that actually brings me to my last thing that I want to say, which is super cheesy, but I've got to say it anyway. Thank you to you guys, and you gals, and you everyone, because seriously, if we had no attendees, we wouldn't have a con. Like, it would be a bunch of us talking to like empty rooms. It would be really, really, really sucky. So it's super cliche, but without your support, wouldn't be here. So this is your con. So go the hell out and enjoy it. Like, what are you doing? Go enjoy your con!